Here, what should I do if I've been trying to lose weight for a while and I haven't seen any results? All right. What if I've hit a plateau? At that point, what am I supposed to do? Robby, what would you say if somebody asked you this question?
Okay. So we hear this a lot, especially when people get on the phone to speak with one of our enrollment specialists and, they're asking questions and considering being a part of our coaching program. And so what we find in the vast majority of cases, there are always some exceptions, and our coaches are great at dealing with exceptions, but the vast majority of cases is that there's something about implementing the method you're just missing. It's that you're not, it's not intentional. It's an unintentional oversight. And when you get guidance and you get support and you have an experienced coach looking at the details of what you're doing, 99% of the time, we find the solution and we will help you get over that plateau, get that snowball rolling again. And you're going to gain a lot of confidence quite quickly when you have a team, a coach, other people supporting you, and you really get to do it properly. Sometimes maybe you lost some weight, you had some success, and that's because you picked the low-hanging fruit, right? But then to get to that next level, there's a little bit more optimization, and having guidance in doing that is invaluable.
Put a little bit more focus here on the actual food, because in the world of weight loss in particular, there's this huge focus on, eating a ketogenic diet or eating a low carbohydrate diet or eating a carnivore diet, because carbs are the enemy. Carbs are bad for you, right? So people have been brainwashed to believe that any type of carbohydrate, whether it's a potato or a potato chip, or whether it's a banana or whether it's a plate of white rice, all of that is bad for you. And it's going to cause an insulin spike, and that's going to cause your blood glucose to go high. And it's going to cause your body weight to go high. What would you say about that?
Yes, I wrote about this in the book in detail. The concept of calorie density is very important. It's actually essential to understand in the process of reaching your ideal body weight. So calorie density is a concept of basically how many calories are in any given weight of food. And calorie density is a constant. It remains the same no matter how much of that food you are consuming. So the most calorie dense food on the planet is oil of any kind. That's 4,000 calories per pound. So per pound is the way to have a consistent measurement across the board. The least calorie dense food I could find in the USDA nutrient database is watercress. I believe that was like 56 calories per pound, something like that. Some super low. I think it was 46. I have to double check. But the key point here at Mastering Diabetes, what makes us different and why we see such extraordinary results in our program, is we use the powerful benefits of fruit to help you lose weight. Fruit is very satisfying in the fact that you can eat larger quantities of it, and it's very sweet, has a lot of water, a lot of fiber. So water plus fiber equals bulk, and that's what's going to keep you satisfied, but has a naturally low calorie density. So our combination of adding a generous amount of fruits plus starchy vegetables, so things like potatoes, yams, butternut squash, and intact whole grains and beans and lentils, those foods, they end up being roughly around, call it like 500 calories per pound. Fruits on average are going to be more like 300. This is like the sweet spot. And adding in that extra fruit gets you the satiety you're looking for, but helps you reduce calories without feeling like you are sacrificing anything and without going hungry. And that helps us allow people to reach their weight loss goals. It also helps you gain more energy. When you're getting the really powerful, the glucose plus the fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, this package can help you gain the energy to start moving your body in a way that you really enjoy. And things just start to compound. And that's why we get such amazing results at Mastering Diabetes.
Agreed. 100%. 100%. This is great. So let's go back a little bit to another question here that we see quite frequently. How long does it take to see results in my blood glucose and my body weight? And more importantly, how can I stay sane in the meantime, right? If I were to change my diet the way that you guys suggest, is this going to take me a year in order to get to my ideal body weight? Or is this something that I can start to achieve and see results in the short term, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the first month, you name it, okay? So the truth is that the results can come very quickly. In fact, they come way quicker than you might think. And the reason I say that is because we've worked with, again, over 10,000 people in person And we've seen over and over and over again that when you just make that one change that Robby had just suggested, which is to start eating foods that are lower in calorie density and effectively eat more green light foods, is the way we like to refer to it. When you do that, then that one single change has such a powerful impact on multiple endocrine systems. It has a very powerful impact on your liver, a powerful impact on your cardiovascular system, a powerful impact on your muscles. And the net result of that is, number one, lower blood glucose right off the bat. Number two, rapid weight loss. And when I say rapid, I mean the first couple of weeks can usually be 2 to 3 pounds per week. And then over the course of the next few weeks after that, your body weight tends to normalize, but you can still lose weight at about 1 to 2 pounds per week. So what that means is that usually people end up losing about 8 to 10 pounds just in the first month of adopting the Mastering Diabetes method. And then from that point onwards, they end up losing something like 4 to 6 pounds per month after that. So even though that may sound like a really long time frame, the truth is that if you do this for 3 months, you can expect that you're going to be losing somewhere between 20 and 25 pounds. Okay. That's pretty awesome. If you ask me, like that's fast weight loss. Okay. But the key is, if I'm claiming that you can lose 20 to 25 pounds in the first 3 months, which is a true statement, the question is it going to rebound in the next 3 months? Are you going to go right back up? And the answer to that is yes and no. Yes, if you revert to your old habits. Yes, if you fight with the process. Yes, if you don't fall in love with the foods that you're eating and really put a lot of effort into enjoying your new lifestyle. Yes, if you're only looking at this as a thing that I'm going to do to lose weight so I can get into that dress because I'm in my friend's wedding coming up in July. And then as soon as that happens, I'm going to go back to eating ice cream and potato chips and red meat. If you approach it with that mentality, then the answer is sure, you can lose the weight, but then you're going to gain the weight right back, right? So it's very important to understand that yes, fast results are possible, but more important than fast results are sustained results over the course of months to years, okay? The most important thing that you can do as an individual when you are changing your lifestyle is to fall in love with the process of lifestyle change. I want you to love every single thing that you do. And if you don't love something, that's okay, but work on it. Ask yourself why you don't love it, and then turn it into something that is enjoyable, okay? Stop worrying about what the end goal is. Don't only change your lifestyle because you're trying to hit a particular number on the scale. Change your lifestyle because you enjoy it so much, and the foods that you're eating are fun, and the exercise that you're performing are fun, and the fasting that you're doing is fun. And then the number on the scale just becomes something that's very achievable, but it's no longer the reason why you're doing it. You have to enjoy the day-to-day process, which can sometimes feel monotonous and boring and repetitive and unattractive, but that's okay. If you can just get used to it and really start to feel comfortable with what generally feels uncomfortable, then I can guarantee you that loving the process will take away this feeling of not being able to get to your end goal. It'll completely transform the way that you think, and you will see such tremendous positive change within your own body and within your mind that right there is what's going to take you to the finish line.
I couldn't agree with that more, Cyrus. Like you got to love the process. And I will say, the foods you get to eat when following the Mastering Diabetes method, I don't think you're going to get bored of that. I don't think that part's not going to feel monotonous. Maybe the exercise, something potentially, but like our food is incredible. The amount of different varieties you're going to get to learn how to eat, how to prepare your food differently, the colors, it's just fantastic. So look forward to that.
Absolutely. Yeah, no questions asked. This video was just a snippet of a much more in-depth discussion. Click on the link on the screen to check out the full-length episode. Now, the science behind health is overly complicated, unfortunately, but getting healthy doesn't have to be. Visit masteringdiabetes.org/start. Answer some questions about yourself and schedule a free consultation to talk with somebody on our team who's going to show you exactly how we've transformed the lives of thousands of people using the Mastering Diabetes method. We have a limited number of spots available, and that's why it's imperative to find a good fit. Again, visit masteringdiabetes.org/start to schedule a free zero commitment discovery call and start taking control of your health today.